Sharp Game here, coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com off of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. And I got a question from a woman. She's a subscriber and she wanted some advice with her boyfriend. She says she needs more love and affection. However, the way she's going about doing it is probably not going to work. But hey, I'm going to read this and I'm going to knock this out real quick. It's not that long. My boyfriend and I have been dating for 8 years. He's a wonderful provider and feels that I should know he loves me by the things he does for me. I explained to him that I don't feel loved because he barely touches me and he never gives me compliments. He said he's not going to change. If I didn't think he could do it, it would be one thing, but he did it when we first met. He said he loves me and I love him and I want to make it work, but I'm sick of being the only one trying. I've been away for a week and a half now and I'm standing my ground. The only way I will give him another chance is if he agrees to go to counseling. Am I wrong in wanting this? Am I being selfish because he does provide me with a lot of things that I am appreciative for, but he resents me because I always want more, i.e. to feel love through affection and attention. As a guy, what advice or message would you give him? Wow. You know, 8 years is a long time to be in a relationship with somebody, with a guy especially. The average guy, within 2 to 5 years, he usually starts to plan or maybe get engaged. He wants to get engaged or he'll propose to a woman to, because he's thinking long term. And being that y'all was together for 8 years and he hasn't made any plans to be with you yet after 8 years, that tells me a lot. That tells me that he's probably doesn't want to marry you or be with you long term. I could be wrong, but on average, based on the guys that I've been around all these years, you don't necessarily got to be married, but they usually plan to be with a woman for a long time. But it doesn't appear that he's moving in that direction based on what you wrote. Plus, you, based on just how you wrote the email, you seem to be one of those women that aren't willing to take responsibility for anything. You said he need to go to counseling. You didn't say we need to go to counseling. You said he needs to go to counseling. So that tells me that you think something's wrong with him. Plus you gave him an ultimatum. Now, when you give ultimatums, that's a power move. That's not a good idea. The last woman that gave me an ultimatum, the last time I saw her was 10 years ago. So me personally, I don't play games like that. If I was to talk to your boyfriend on the telephone or something like that, or in person, I would tell him to dump you. Because giving ultimatums, that's taking on the persona and the position of a man. Whenever a woman says, hey, it's like this or else, that's not a good idea. So you have to take responsibility for something. And if a guy doesn't want to touch you, doesn't want to have sex with you, in this day and time, my goodness, it has to be your fault. It has to. Whenever I hear a woman says, hey, that he doesn't want me anymore sexually, he doesn't touch me anymore, in today's time, with these undisciplined guys, these guys today will lie for sex. They'll do almost anything for sex today. And you got a guy that's rejecting you, not touching you. You've done something to turn this guy off. There's no way in hell. That's like saying when I hear women say, I can't find a boyfriend. So think about this for a second. You know how lame you gotta be to make a statement like that? You got over 7 billion people on the planet, and you can't find one guy. That's how lame. You know how lame you have to be to make a statement like that. You have to be at your lowest of lows to be walking around this planet, over 7 billion people, and can't find a man, can't find a boyfriend. So you got these undisciplined guys walking around here today that's willing to fuck almost anything. And this one guy is rejecting you. As much as these guys, they will smash almost anything, but you're being turned down. So that tells me it's something about you that he's just not, it's not gelling. He just don't want to be a part of it. And it's probably because you talk too damn much. That's usually the number one reason why. Across the board, that's usually the number one reason why a lot of guys get turned off. It's either because you talk too much, he's not attracted to you as much as he used to. Maybe you gain weight, maybe you hit a wall. Something within that realm. Now maybe he might care about you as a person. Maybe he might feel kind of a sense of pity in a sense. Maybe he feels for you. Maybe he cares about you in some type of way. But he might not be sexually attracted to you anymore. Or maybe you turn him off in some type of way. And based on what you wrote, it tells me that you don't really think anything is, you don't think you should be accountable for anything or responsible for anything. Because you said he has to go to counseling. Not you. Not we. You said him. So that tells me that you think that he's the problem. Then you gave him an ultimatum. That's a power move. So if I was him, and I was talking to him right now on the telephone or in person, I would tell him to dump you. Really. Because that's an ultimatum, to me, is the ultimate sign of disrespect. Because there's no woman that looks up to a guy, that respects a guy, would give a man an ultimatum. No. Even some guys, even the people that you probably work with, you won't give them an ultimatum. So why you give your boyfriend an ultimatum? You see what I'm saying? So we just gotta be honest. We gotta be practical. We gotta be real with ourselves here. If you gotta treat people like they want to be treated. Don't treat them like you want to be treated. You gotta show people respect. You can't treat people in such a way and disrespect them and think you're gonna get something good in return, or you think they're gonna behave after you done disrespected them, or after you done mistreated them in some type of way. It just doesn't work like that. There's consequences to your actions. So that's what I think about that. You get what you are. You don't get what you want. So maybe y'all should go to counseling. Maybe y'all should talk to a third party. And maybe you should just move on and find another guy. Because apparently you have some communication problems. So maybe you need somebody in the middle, like a third party, to kind of ration out the miscommunication that y'all might be having amongst each other. So, but, that's just my 2 cents. Ultimately, you're going to do what you want anyway. So if you like what you heard, check out my blog, chooseyourrelationships.com. Join my Players Club. So if you got questions, I got answers. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.